Welcome, guys. We now have the finals. Be excited. It is going to be awesome. I am in my room right now just throwing my hands in the air because this is going to be awesome. We have my favorite matchup on my favorite map. So for me as a caster, I am pumped to see this. We have Antimage, who is the Protoss spawn in the bottom left, who just took out TQ Dante 2-0. But anyway, we have CocoA, who is apparently it's raining, which means he might disconnect, which is bad. But CocoA is a Terran who won the last TQ Open. He's won the last TQ Open, took home the $20 prize pool because we are high rollers, giving $20 to the winner of the tournament. But we do have CocoA. He's a very, very strong Terran player. I believe he took out Dante in like a TVP or something on some iCCup map. It might have been this one. I don't know for sure. But guys, this is the TQ Open for Team TQ. Think quick. Check us out, teamtq.webs.com. I do want to take a chance to mention our sponsor, eSpot Billiards and Arcades. Information for them is on our site. So please be very nice to them as they are very nice to us. We'll actually be hosting a live tournament at eSpot. If you guys can get there, that'd be amazing, amazing, amazing. So please look up for information on that. Right now, I'm actually going to be expecting a really great game. So far, nothing crazy is going on. It's just sort of normal macro from both players. But to talk a little bit about the map, is that there are actually 9 mineral patches in your main here. You can count that there are 9 mineral patches in the main, and there are 7 at the natural expansion. And then your third, there's a mineral only with 6, or you can take your third up here, which also has 7. So you can see that there's some really interesting aspects to just in terms of expansions. There's also another thing to note about the naturals, that you have these 2 mineral patches that just have 20 in each one just to help you wall off in the beginning. But there's also this wide entrance and a ramp entrance. The ramp entrance is very small. It shoots straight across into a similar small ramp that goes up into the natural and main of your opponent. But there's also this wide entrance that shoots up into the mineral-only natural, mineral-only sort of half natural, half third, and it moves up through this big fat ramp to this big fat area, down this big fat area that you can move over here, just move your gigantic army into the mineral-only third natural area for your opponents. I'm going to try to stop saying the word area. But now Antimage is actually going to keep an eye over here. Just move in if you can. But the reason why I just love having this like 7 mineral patches and then 9 mineral patches is because it makes 1 basing against 2 basing less for the 2 basers' favor. It's just a really, really interesting to see what you actually produce on 1 base when you have 9 mineral patches instead of the normal 8. It's actually really, really fascinating. So now, I do want to start telling what's actually happening in the game itself. We have Antimage, who seems to really like going sentry first if there are no Reapers coming. Because you'll notice that Dante's actually getting a Reaper, a little bit delayed one, but it'll help him with scouting because you can actually hop up here as well. Dante can run his Reaper down here, hop up, and then just run here, get the full scout, see these gateways, 4-gate. Yeah, we'll have a 4-gate from Antimage coming right now. And, yep, he's even getting his proxy pylon over here, but this Reaper is going to see it. This Reaper is going to be able to take out this pylon. Is Antimage going to cancel it? I would hope he would, because this thing is going to go down. Yep, he does cancel it. And now he's got his Zealot and his Sentry that are going to be moving up. And CocoA is going to continue running up. Let's just see. Oh, expansion from Antimage. So it's going to be a 4-gate expand. Is he getting any, his war gate's almost done, so we'll have Stalkers out probably in time to deal with this Reaper. But still, the Reaper is going to do basically nothing. There we go. So the warp gates are now into warp gates. They'll produce Stalkers in a moment. This Reaper will actually see this expo, which is incredibly important. We can see that CocoA is in his vision. He sees. Oh wait, no, I'm hitting my button. Yeah, CocoA is seeing that this expo is up. He doesn't know that there's 4 gates, but he's still making really good use of everything now. Oh, actually, here we go. You can see in his vision, he's seeing the gates. He's also seeing the Stalker warp in. And no, actually, it looks like Antimage tried to pull pros for a second to try and get a lock on the Reaper, but nope. Antimage is just going to be safe with his Stalker. And still heavy on the Zealots and the Sentries. Yeah, there's one stalker up here, but he really just wants to not be... Oh god, it's not going to do well against these bunkers. CocoA's, his expansion's almost done, but still, these two bunkers are going to defend anything that Antimage is going to throw at him. Just with a little repairing, he'll be fine. Plus, he has more Marauders coming. Here's we have the SCV transfer, so we'll have a very, very solid macro from both players. Now, here we go. Ooh, Antimage, you got to pull back. You can't do anything against this. There it is. He loses 2 Zealots. 2 Zealots were lost by Antimage, which is not terrible, all things considered. Like, he could have lost his entire force and done no damage. Like, that would have been horrible. But CocoA for now is alright. We do have his Reaper over here. But let's just see what Antimage is going to try and lead up with. Now, he actually did leave a Stalker here just to make sure that no Reaper counterattacks would happen. Robo is coming out, so Antimage really does like his Robo play against the Terrans, it would seem. But now CocoA is actually going to take out this Pylon with a really solid Bioforce over there. But Antimage has a probe out here that won't see this attack coming, because CocoA is using this the big fat ramps as a way to move. But they're just going to return to the base. Are they going to hit the... yeah, they're going to hit that probe. That probe just dies. But now CocoA is going to move out. It would see... Yep, there it is. And now Antimage is actually throwing another probe down there. He's going to see this attack coming in, so he's going to be able to prepare for it in time. He does have all these sentries, which will help him a great deal. We have also these Zealots. So a couple force fields and he's fine, but it seems that CocoA is actually going to pull back. Is he just waiting for reinforcements, or is he just going to fake the attack? CocoA does have this Reaper over here, so we can actually see what's going on, but Antimage is just keeping an eye out for the army right now. This Reaper is going to be able to take out that probe easily. Yep. So CocoA is doing a great job of shutting down any form of scouting that Antimage is trying to do. So, Antimage is actually now going to take out that Reaper with that Stalker. Is it going to run away? Oh yeah, CocoA actually does pull it back in time. Antimage probably should have creeped the Stalker next to that Reaper, because now he's not going to be able to do anything. But he does get another hit. It was a one more hit, and that's but no, the ramp actually gets in the way. So CocoA does flee with that Reaper alive. He salvaged 1 bunkers, and he's actually now mined out those guys. So he will have a fairly open national expansion now. So he will be able to move out large forces. He doesn't seem to be going for any kind of factory play. It's just sort of straight Marines and Marauders. He's even upgrading, so he's getting +1 weapons, which is good. Upgrades are definitely good. But now CocoA is just continuing to move out. He actually has managed to heal his Reaper a little bit. This Observer is going to come in and see everything. But look at this. Antimage is about to trying to throw down his 3rd. This Stalker is going to end up... Will it end up taking out the Reaper this time? I think actually... Well, it won't. It gets healed. But now it's going to move in, see that there's all this stuff. Yep, Antimage immediately cancels the Nexus. He has his army over here. Will be able to position in time. CocoA does take medevac, so you'll be able to see over this ledge. Antimage has to be really careful with his positioning. This is a really precarious spot to be in. We do see CocoA throwing down his 3rd, and he's actually he just forces to cancel and then moves back. He realizes this is a weird spot to attack in. Probably not fully comfortable with pushing into the choke. The Colossus is out. I am coughing. And Antimage is just continuing to move out. He's going to try and do some scouting with this probe, but he's just move out. So he may actually try and throw down his expansion now. We do have this coming out. Double Stargate again. Antimage is probably going to go for the Phoenixes. Interestingly enough. Now CocoA does have all these guys. He does see it with the Observer. I don't think he has enough, and I don't think he thinks that he has enough to deal with this. He might need a few more Colossi to help with those Marines. Like, okay, there, another Colossus is there. He does have extended thermal lances, and he's getting his 3rd up here now. So right now, CocoA is just dancing around the front. This Observer is seeing where they're going, but this 3rd at the bottom is now ready. It's morphing into a planetary fortress, so that will be hard to break. Although the Colossi will be able to sort of siege mode it. But now CocoA is going to move up and see this 3rd. He might actually be able to... he's actually not going to move up that way. But he is going to take away the Observer. That's actually more of a blow than one might think. But here we go, engagement. They're moving in. Stim on all of CocoA's units. Antimage needs to get... he's not going to get the force fields. His sentries do not get into range. But still, that Stim is actually doing a lot of damage to CocoA and his medevacs. He needs to have some more coming. There we go. He does have more coming. So this is going to be pretty key. Let's just see what is happening. You can see that He's just sort of macroing up still. There's not really a ton going on. Antimage is just macroing up. His third is now completed. He's got simulators over there. Ooh, really bad position for CocoA to push in there. Antimage actually is in a good spot there. But it's still, CocoA is just going to run away. Use Stim to run away. Oh no, he's just getting better position. He's got a really good concave, but his Colossi are doing a lot of damage. His Zealots are taking a lot of hits. The Marauders are just absolutely destroying all of those guys, but still, CocoA is not emerging out on top on this. Antimage still has all of his Colossi left. CocoA is just taking hits. Phoenixes are doing damage to his Medivacs. There's still only 2 though, so they're not going to do a ton of damage. But, oh, they're still moving in. Antimage has been able to outrange everything, getting 3 hits on these units. But, oh, the Marauders are in a good spot to hit the Colossus. One Colossus does go down. Force fields are being thrown down. And, there's, bad position. You gotta get more force fields out. More force fields. This is gonna be really, really close. The Colossus are doing a good job of holding everything off. Medivacs are healing all that over there. The, Phoenix is actually gonna go down from the Viking. But our Viking goes down as well. CocoA is now in a rough spot. He still has all these Marauders, which will help him. And yeah, Antimage is just going to pull down, probably trying to run down here, see the Planetary Fortress, and he's just going to have to use his Colossus alone to start taking that down. The Planetary Fortress is now taking hits on the Stalkers, and the Colossus are starting to siege mode this thing. But the missile turret is just going to burn down, and CocoA is going to. He actually might let that burn down. That's kind of sloppy. That should be a really good way for helping deter the Colossi. But nope, it goes down. But Antimage does have a lot on the top right, getting a lot of gateways. Just making sure they can add on a ton of production, as much as he can. But he's got a lot of Stalkers, a lot of Colossi. Still only the 2 Phoenixes. But he's producing more. And we're just going to continue watching how this is going to continue. Okay, so now good force fields. Forcing back the units, preventing the concave, but still, the Colossi are getting out of position. One gets sniped. Oh, CocoA doing really good with his army units over there, but Antimage is going to have to run away with his Colossus. They actually could get sniped by these Stimulars. One does go down. Another one's getting attacked. CocoA's doing a really good job of controlling these guys. Antimage realizes he's going to lose his guys for free, but he's going to end up taking out good. He's lifting them off, making sure that he can actually survive. The Colossus does stay alive, but still, this is really, really getting close, and CocoA's actually pulling away. Antimage is really down the food count. He's just not being able to just combat the macro coming from CocoA. CocoA has had his third up for a while. You can see that he's probably mined a couple thousand from that bottom right expansion, and he's getting his Colossus taken out, and he's not doing as well with the Phoenix. Oh, the Phoenix are about to get hit so badly. Yeah, a couple do go down in that very fast engagement, doing no damage. I don't think they managed to take out any of the Vikings, but the combination of the Phoenixes out with against the combination of Marines and Vikings, it's not going well for the Phoenixes. Not to mention the fact that Antimage is about to lose his third, and he needs this third. He does not have enough to really defend this. He could lose everything right here and now. The Vikings are taking out the Phoenixes, but no more left. But where are the forces? There are no sentries out, no forces to prevent these guys from doing a ton of damage. These probes are now getting sniped as they try and run away. The Antimage has got to do more with these Phoenixes. You guys start lifting off these guys, and oh god, my screen blacked out. I really hope this is. If you guys are still here, I'm just going to continue. Try refreshing the screen. That might help. But still, this is still a crazy game. Antimage just lost his third. I'm hoping that this is going to actually. I'm going to quickly restart the stream. Wait, is it still going? Is this still alive? I hope this is still, okay. Anyway, okay, so now, let's just see. So now, guys, continue watching this. This is crazy. Right now, Antimage is, having to come back from, okay, good. Right now, everything is, still going badly for Antimage, as these guys can do so much with a lot of Marauders and Marines. Medevac count is, pretty low for CocoA, but he just has so many units that this is really, really bad. Yeah, so now we're gonna. Yeah, so now he's doing a good job of macroing back, but Antimage is in a little bit of a rough spot. He's almost mined out in his main, and oh, look at this! CocoA is taking away Antimage's expansion. Generally, that would be Antimage's expansion, and not to mention the fact that CocoA could actually siege up over here and start hitting these stargates. More Phoenixes are being made. CocoA has got a lot of units. His Vikings are going to do a great job of helping defend against these Phoenixes and keeping the Colossi count low. But he's just a move in. No force fields. Where are the force fields? There's Sky with more force fields. The Concave is just way too strong for Coco. Just completely pushing in. He can take out all these guys while they're warping in. But this is still GG from Antimage.